NEC Article 645 is titled Information Technology Equipment. It covers the installation of information technology equipment, including raised floors. The requirements for under raised floors, such as smoke detectors, type DP cable, and so forth, still apply even if it is not an air plenum. A raised floor is a floor that is elevated above the structural floor of a building to provide a space for the distribution of air or electrical services, or both. The definition does not require that the underfloor space be used for air distribution. Therefore, the requirements of Article 645 still apply even if the underfloor space is used for other purposes, such as running chilled water pipes or cabling. The purpose of the requirements in Article 645 is to ensure the safety of personnel working in or around information technology equipment. These requirements include the installation of smoke detectors and the use of type DP cable. These requirements are still necessary even if the underfloor space is not used for air distribution. To elaborate, the NEC, or National Electrical Code, provides specific guidelines for electrical installations in various environments, including those with raised floors used for information technology equipment. Article 645 of the NEC focuses specifically on information technology equipment and includes requirements for raised floors. It is important to understand that the application of these requirements is not solely dependent on whether the space under the raised floor is used as an air plenum. The NEC definition of a raised floor, as it pertains to Article 645, encompasses floors elevated above the structural floor to provide space for the distribution of either air or electrical services, or both. This means that even if the space beneath the raised floor is not utilized for air distribution but is instead used for other purposes such as housing chilled water pipes, data cabling, or other infrastructure, the requirements of Article 645 still apply. The reasoning behind this lies in the overall objective of the NEC, which is to ensure the safety of people and property from hazards arising from the use of electricity. In the context of information technology equipment, which often involves a high concentration of sensitive electronic devices, specific safety measures are necessary regardless of the specific use of the underfloor space. Some of the key requirements that may still apply even if the underfloor space is not an air plenum include firstly, the use of appropriate wiring methods. Type DP cable, or data processing cable, is often required for underfloor wiring in information technology equipment areas. This type of cable is designed to meet specific fire resistance and low smoke characteristics to minimize the spread of fire and smoke in the event of an electrical fault or other emergency. Secondly, fire stopping. Proper fire stopping methods must be employed to prevent the spread of fire through openings in the floor or walls. This is crucial to contain a fire within a specific area and provide time for occupants to evacuate safely. Thirdly, grounding and bonding. Ensuring proper grounding and bonding of all electrical equipment and metallic components is essential to minimize the risk of electrical shock and prevent the buildup of static electricity, which can damage sensitive electronic equipment. Fourthly, overcurrent protection. Adequate overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers and fuses, must be installed to protect electrical circuits and equipment from overloads and short circuits. Fifthly, disconnect means. Readily accessible disconnect means should be provided to allow for the quick and safe de-energization of electrical equipment in case of an emergency or for maintenance purposes. Sixthly, smoke detection. The installation of smoke detectors is often required in areas with raised floors to provide early warning of a fire. These detectors should be connected to a fire alarm system to alert occupants and emergency responders. It is crucial to consult the specific requirements outlined in NEC Article 645 and other relevant sections of the NEC to ensure compliance with all applicable regulations. Additionally, local building codes and standards may impose additional requirements that must be followed. It is always recommended to engage with qualified electrical professionals and fire safety experts to ensure that the design, installation, and maintenance of electrical systems and information technology equipment areas meet all necessary safety and code requirements. In summary, the requirements of NEC Article 645 for raised floors apply regardless of whether the underfloor space is used as an air plenum. These requirements are in place to ensure the safety of personnel and equipment in information technology environments, and they must be adhered to in order to minimize the risk of electrical hazards and fire. The NEC provides a comprehensive set of guidelines for electrical installations, and it is essential to consult the specific requirements outlined in a code to ensure compliance and maintain a safe environment. Proper wiring methods, fire stopping, grounding and bonding, overcurrent protection, disconnect means, and smoke detection are all critical aspects of electrical safety in information technology equipment areas, and they should be carefully considered in the design and installation of these systems. Remember to always consult the latest edition of the NEC and any applicable local codes and standards to ensure compliance with the most current regulations. In addition, it is important to stay informed about any updates or amendments to the NEC that may affect the requirements for electrical installations in information technology equipment areas. Staying up to date on the latest code requirements can help ensure that electrical systems are designed and installed in accordance with the highest safety standards. By following the guidelines and requirements outlined in the NEC and other relevant codes and standards, it is possible to create a safe and reliable electrical environment for information technology equipment, protecting both personnel and property from potential hazards. The NEC serves as a valuable resource for electrical professionals and others involved in the design, installation, and maintenance of electrical systems, and it is essential to utilize this resource effectively to ensure the safety and integrity of electrical installations in all types of environments. In conclusion, the requirements for underfloor spaces in information technology equipment areas, as outlined in NEC Article 645, are not solely dependent on whether the space is used as an air plenum. Even if the underfloor space is used for other purposes, such as housing chilled water pipes or data cabling, the safety requirements related to wiring methods, fire stopping, grounding and bonding, overcurrent protection, disconnect means, and smoke detection still apply. These requirements are essential to ensure the safety of personnel and equipment in information technology environments, and they must be carefully considered and implemented in accordance with the NEC and other applicable codes and standards. It is always recommended to consult with qualified electrical professionals and fire safety experts to ensure that electrical systems are designed, installed, and maintained in a manner that meets all necessary safety and code requirements, minimizing the risk of electrical hazards and fire. The goal is to create a safe and reliable electrical environment that protects both people and property from potential harm. Furthermore, regular inspections and maintenance of electrical systems in information technology equipment areas are crucial to identify and address any potential safety issues or code violations. Over time, electrical components can degrade or become damaged, and wiring connections can loosen, increasing the risk of electrical hazards. Regular inspections can help detect these issues early on, allowing for timely repairs and preventative maintenance to be performed. In addition to visual inspections, electrical testing, such as insulation resistance testing and ground impedance testing, can help identify hidden problems that may not be apparent during a visual inspection. These tests can help ensure that electrical systems are functioning properly and that they meet all applicable safety standards. Maintenance activities such as tightening connections, replacing worn components, and cleaning electrical equipment can also help extend the life of electrical systems and prevent costly downtime. By implementing a comprehensive inspection and maintenance program, it is possible to maintain a safe and reliable electrical environment in information technology equipment areas, minimizing the risk of electrical hazards and ensuring the continued operation of critical systems. It is important to keep accurate records of all inspections, tests, and maintenance activities, as this documentation can be valuable in demonstrating compliance with code requirements and identifying trends or patterns that may indicate potential problems. In addition, it is important to provide adequate training to personnel who work in or around information technology equipment areas to ensure that they are aware of the potential electrical hazards and the proper safety procedures to follow. Training should cover topics such as lockout-tagout procedures, personal protective equipment requirements, and emergency response procedures. By investing in training, organizations can empower their employees to identify and mitigate electrical hazards, creating a safer work environment for everyone. The NEC and other applicable codes and standards are constantly evolving to address new technologies and emerging safety concerns. It is important for electrical professionals and others involved in the design, installation, and maintenance of electrical systems to stay informed about these changes and to adapt their practices accordingly. Subscribing to industry publications, attending training seminars, and participating in professional organizations can help individuals stay up to date on the latest code requirements and best practices. By continuously learning and improving their knowledge and skills, electrical professionals can ensure that they are providing the highest level of safety and service to their clients. In conclusion, the requirements for underfloor spaces in information technology equipment areas, as outlined in NEC Article 645, are not solely dependent on whether the space is used as an plenum. Even if the underfloor space is used for other purposes, the safety requirements related to wiring methods, fire stopping, grounding and bonding, overcurrent protection, disconnect means, and smoke detection still apply. Regular inspections and maintenance, proper training, and staying informed about code changes are all essential to maintaining a safe and reliable electrical environment in information technology equipment areas. By following these best practices, organizations can minimize the risk of electrical hazards and ensure the continued operation of critical systems. Remember that electrical safety is a shared responsibility, and everyone has a role to play in creating a safe and healthy work environment.